Second dose of Spravato today. And this is probably not the update that everybody wants, but let me tell you why that's really not worrying me as much as it probably normally would. First of all, I've been having a hard time telling if anything is positively changed personally. I know people say they might be able to tell looking in, but I can't tell because I haven't slept in days, and I was so dead tired that I just feel like crap. And then same with the first one, I felt like crap, so it's just hard to read. But I'm not too worried because that's just normal. That's just every day. So whether that is a result of the anxiety and the depression, which is possible, I don't know, but that's just the way it is. Secondly, for those that don't know, I am bipolar. And I'm not the kind of bipolar that has more symptoms of mania. It's the more depressive one. However, I do still have mania. So that also, I think, is going to make it a lot harder to read how I'm doing mentally. Because there's a lot of times in life where you don't realize you're manic if you don't track it, because it's hard to fucking track. And you think that you're doing great, and you were just being a drama queen when you were, like, you know, wanting to die and wishing a meteor would come and hit you and only you. And then, you know, it goes back and forth, and when you're depressed, you miss being manic, and when you're manic, you don't remember being depressed. So that's definitely going to make it hard for me to track how I am feeling through this whole thing until a couple more treatments. And also, I know people are telling me to be patient, and I am being patient as I can, which is not my strong suit, but I am. Also, try not to get too hopeful. But I just want you to know that if you're not aware, Spravato, this therapy is known to hit people automatically, sometimes. I watched other people document their experiences with it, and some people did indeed have one treatment and could sense a huge difference. So it is a possibility. It's no other medication would you ever take one time and expect to feel anything. That's why I thought it sounded too good to be true. So I wasn't expecting that. But I also know it is possible. So I'm saying, no, that didn't happen. Of course, when I came off it, like immediately the other day, I was like straight out of the room, still feeling, calm, I guess. Crispy, not mushy. Feeling nice and Honeycrisp, as opposed to red disgusting apple, if you were around for the previous video. So that obviously wore off like I thought it would. And then this time, I'm just so dead tired. I know I sound bummed out, but I'm actually just tired. I have not slept in so long, and it's just insomnia. No specific reason. I just don't sleep, and it's nothing to do with how tired you are. If you have insomnia, you know it is just not your choice to sleep or not sleep. So yeah, I wanted to get a few things out of the way before I tell you that even though we didn't get the results we wanted this time, but there's still time, I have a surprise for you. I took notes. Yep. When you take your first dose of Spravato nasally, that is like a nasal spray that burns like the dickens and drips like it tastes so bad. So they give you 3 of those, and you're just blasted off by the first one, and it feels, I have been sober except for a couple fuck ups here and there for 6 years now. When I say here and there, I mean once or twice, no, not an ongoing thing. Yeah, so the feeling the Spravato gives me is like an uncomfortable buzz, and you basically are like high and drunk, but like not in a sloppy, like gross kind of way. Like, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't compare it to anything. I'm not going to get into that discussion right now. But let's just say you are impaired. Everyone feels it differently. Maybe some people don't feel impaired at all. I don't know. But I did scrawl some shit on a piece of paper I have, because I always have a little notebook on me. I don't remember writing a lot of these things. I came home directly directly after I came home, I looked at this and was like, I remember half of these things very well, and the other half, I have no idea what's going on there. So yeah, I'm just barely actually, I got, it was a couple hours ago, I'm just barely getting off the really heavy drowsiness. My head felt like it weighed 1,000,000 pounds. I couldn't even keep my head up. Again, that might just be also because I'm just fucking tired. Let's read what I wrote down though, because this is the okay. The first page, there's 2 little pages. The first one says, I see a map. And that I do remember. When I closed my eyes, I could see really, very, very vividly a map. Like a treasure map. And it was really crisp and clean, and all the lines were like just very fluid. And it was just clean. It was a clean map. And then there's a list of words here. Some of them have question marks. That's why I'm going to try to pronounce the question marks real good. Okay, the first word is crisp. Defined. Light. Gauze. Moth wings. So I think these are maybe things that I was seeing, or just like things that were popping into my head. I'm not sure what I was trying to achieve here. The next one says, I'm gonna puke. And then it says, can breathe. This one says, fine-tuned roses. And I remember that because I saw exactly that. I saw roses in my mind's eye that were so crisp and clean, and they were clearer than like my own eyesight is, if that makes any sense. Like I was seeing things in my mind that I can't, like in the real life, my eyes don't see that well. And it makes no sense, but it makes all of the sense. And lost but not scared. That's something. This says, the same music is different. Because I was listening to Typo Negative, and it sounded like I knew what song it was, but it was a different song, but I knew it wasn't a different song. I wasn't that fucking, confused, so. And then it says, looking up from the forest floor into the trees. I think that's kind of like a feeling I got. And then the last thing I wrote was just fucking stupid. It says, is there even a place? Is there even a place? God. So yeah, I wonder what those things mean. They're not negative things. In fact, they're kind of like things that are comforting and nice, and they're familiar. So even though I don't feel good, but I can actively feel my brain working against me and have the ability to try to ground myself, as opposed to having legitimately no control usually, probably because I'm telling myself that this treatment isn't gonna fix me. It's not gonna fix anyone. You have to put in work too. This is supplementary. You can't just ever in all of life take a magic pill and things are gonna be better. This is gonna take work. Me and my brain need to like learn to get along, and both of us gotta compromise, because Spravato ain't gonna work on its own for anybody. So yeah, it works different for every brain, I think. So we'll see next time. My next appointment is on Tuesday, and I definitely update you then. And if I feel the need to update before then, like if this nausea and pain clears up and I can see through this haze, I'm like, hey, I feel pretty nice, I will definitely note that. And thank you guys so much for all the support. It's like overwhelming in the best way. I'm getting some ignorance out there, but that's just fucking life. I love you guys. You know who you are, guys. You're the best. And if you are feeling this way or similarly and you think you're alone, you are not. I'll check in with you guys next time.